So we got God Trunks burst mode, and I'm gonna just show you the ropes. Now look, this is the easiest 6,000 points I've ever. Well, I'm lying slightly. Now, when it comes to the nodes, it's very easy, but I understand that a lot of people might not have the greatest superheroes units. But the good news is that you literally their attack doesn't have to go up at all, right? All you could click a HP node in a defensive mode, but his attack will be literally the same percentage, right? So if you even have like a comparable team, right? If you even have like a solid roster, like this team is gonna come in here and we're gonna get it done in one try and pretty easily, right? But the only thing that's gonna be different for the most part is his HP and defense, right? And you got to make sure to generate same type orbs, right? That is literally the only thing you have to keep in mind in this fight. I did pick the -3 key node, so I am purposely trying to get these keys so I can actually put up a decent fight, right? But most people, I'm pretty certain. Now, a lot of people are talking about how, oh, the heroes units aren't this and the heroes units aren't that. I guarantee you at least 80% of Dokkan players summoned on that damn banner. 80% of Dokkan players, even the ones that said, oh, I'm just going to skip. Most players have summoned, at least a few times, right? At least 3 Maltese on the newest banner. I've even spent a couple of stones on that EASY banner hoping to get Xeno Pan, right? And I ended up getting Xeno Vegeta, but that's not the case. It's okay, right? It is all right, right? I will be talking about a lot of things that happened overnight. I literally just did not have the energy to upload yesterday. I just didn't have the energy. I needed to just recuperate. I don't like to force content, right? That's one thing about my channel is I hate forcing content. I'm not gonna just make 4,000 random videos because there's literally nothing to upload. I'll bide my time, right? If I have to, I'll take that break. I'll do it, right? But there's so much content and there's so many stones and there's so much things that we have to talk about, right? And I think the first thing that people want to know about is how to obtain more tickets, right? How to get all the missions done. There's a lot of dragon stones, so stay tuned. I'm not going to spoil it here because I do need them views and I do need some subs, right? So I'm going to save that video for a different video. And I'm also going to talk about a way you can get like 60 to 70 dragon stones right now, right, for absolutely free. There's an infinite Dragon Ball Heroes stage, so that's even more stones. There's an extreme super battle road. There is so much content. Well, it's a lot of content, but it's content that you can all do within 3 or 4 hours, right? This is all content that can get done in one day. So it's not going to seem like, oh, tons of content. But if you're like a regular casual player, like you'll probably get everything done within 4 or 5 days, right? 4 to 5 days. But like real grinders and YouTubers, bro, we just come in, we get the job done. We like to see that complete tab. And we like to just collect immediately, right? That's the one downfall of being a serial Dokkan player is you just don't have the patience to wait. I mean, you have to have the patience to wait for banners. But if you could just get banners back to back to back, trust me, people would be losing their mind, right? But like I said, this should be pretty easy. It shouldn't really give us a challenge, right? We're already on the second phase. We should begin to the third phase and everything's going to be looking up. It's going to get bright, right? Now, like I said, this is my team. I ran Blue Goku, Xeno Vegeta, this is not Aos, this is Fu. I brung Vegeta and I brung Super Vegito and AGL Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as well. So there's another stipulation and it was like you have to run the same type. Like you have to run an all super team or an all hero team with one type. So I literally had to bring one type of each type, but you can run still one extreme unit, right? You could run random extreme unit, and that was Fu. I don't have Demigra. I don't have like super top tier. On the global side of things. On the JP side of things, it's actually quite the opposite. I have a lot of good villains. For superheroes, right? I have a lot of the top tier villains, which villains are not really doing too hot. I got Demigra, I got Fu, of course. I got what is his name? Rose from last year. I think I actually got Rose on global as well. Yeah, I got Rose on global too, but I ran Fu for some reason. That is very weird. Why did I run Fu if we're going to get to tech type God Trunks? I have no idea what my mindset was. I don't know. But it is what it is. It's too late. We're already going to come in here and get this done. I mean, he is quite tanky. Like, look at him. He's sitting here. He's going to be eating these supers for a little minute. But that's not a problem because he's offensively a twig, right? At Dokkan events, their offense, they never really penetrate. Even with like this tech, even if Tech Vegeta was to get hit, I literally could have put him in third slot and he could have got super. And it only would have done like 70k, 80k max, right? This shouldn't be life-threatening, earth-bending. Oh my God, this is so difficult. Nobody should really have difficulties. Like, you could run a sub lead. Like, this is one of those teams where you can actually beat this with free-to-play. Like, the way that the nodes are set up, the way that you know, like, you could beat this with like a 130% lead in free-to-play units, right? Like, I'd say you could run Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku for the 130% lead, the STR EZA, and then you can run like just a bunch of free-to-play options, right? And you can still get this done. Like, this is not hard. It's just going to be a little bit lengthier since you don't have the strength, right? So it'll probably take you around 20 minutes to complete the stage. That is one good thing about burst mode, is that they give you the options. Like, a lot of people actually don't do it, but being able to have like game sliders, I'm just saying nodes, game sliders, whatever you want to call it, but having the option to, you know, artificially create an event, that is a really cool idea. Maybe we could like tune it up, and we can make this like a real challenging, difficult thing, right? And I can make content going into the burst mode. The thing is, this does cost 15 stamina, so you know, you just got to keep in mind if you're free to play, you know, don't keep taking L's, right? Because the stamina racks up and you need to be saving your stamina for link leveling grinding, right? Well, that's pretty much what I do it for, right? Link leveling grinding, or, you know, if there's like an event, like a unit I have to build up. I probably have to start grinding more free-to-play units, like all the free-to-play units, so I can get all the EZAs done. Like not like the regular EZAs, those are already done. I'm talking about the free-to-play EZAs where like you need like each specific unit to even go into the event. That's probably the next challenge I need to face and just get it over with. It's actually not that many units I'm missing at this point. So every time a new celebration has been coming out, like I've been, you know, focusing on what story events come back and what events I can grind up units. I'm not gonna say I'm short on keys, but I can tell you, like, when you're using your keys, bro, like, it might not seem like much like at first, but bro, you run through those keys quick, especially in those story event, right? So I'm really just waiting for the Purunga Dragon Balls to come back so I can get an abundance amount of keys. And what would you know, actually the Purunga Dragon Balls are out now. So actually, after this video, that's something I'm gonna have to do today as well. Well, you still have to collect the Dragon Ball, and they come out one a day. But the Purunga Dragon Balls, you know, I'll make a video on the Purunga Dragon Balls just so it'll be easier for everybody to, you know, get their things done. But hey, just work with me here. Just listen to me. No cope, no nothing. Just sit here and accept this, right? Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is actually a really solid unit still. Like, I took him into, you know, the difficult content for Dragon Ball Heroes, and he was performing good, excellent, well. Like, he was doing his thing in stage 1 and stage 2. What is it? It's called, like, Super Dragon Ball Heroes something. Oh, shit. I mean, excuse my language. That it's something in the real world that just happened. That's sort of shocking, but yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Moving forward, right? Real world activities is happening right now in the world while I'm talking about Dokkan. You just gotta love it, right? The world just doesn't stop, and the world actually doesn't revolve around us. It is a never-ending journey and everlasting experience. I don't know. I just woke up out of the right side of the bed today because I'm actually feeling pretty goddamn good about life right now. But I think it's because I woke up to Dokkan content. Like, bro, there's no way. Like, dude, it's always a good day when they drop more content for Dokkan, because I can't express it enough. Like, this game is actually a good game. Like, if people actually like played it and actually had as much fun with it as I do, bro, like, bro, whoo, whoo, I love this game. And for it to be a mobile game, it's probably the best mobile game currently. I say top 5, right? Top 5 mobile games, right? It's a unique concept. It's really cool. Animations, supers, passives, strategies. It's not really much as a strategy game as it used to be, right? Like, you actually had real tech, and you actually had like support units actually were way more valuable than what they are now, right? Because you could just, nowadays, you could just run a team full of just powerful opponents, right? Just powerful units. I said powerful opponents, just powerful units, and you could just crush the enemies, right? You could just crush them now with just overwhelming strength. But like back then, there was actually real tech and real like strategy involved, and there was like team building guides. Oh, we actually get a link level. That's pretty cool. We're actually gonna have to come back into the stage at least one more time. I know a lot of people forget about this, or not even necessarily forget about it, but they just don't pay attention. But you actually have to go back into this event, right? There's only 19 missions I cleared so far, so let's actually scroll down. Yeah, and then look at this. You still got to go back and do the other missions. So we could go back in here real quick. We'll take all the game sliders off, and then we'll just click that right there, and I'll speed this part up. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. I love y'all, man, and I'll be back once this fight is over, right? Just enjoy the OST and the background music. This should be sped up. All right, so as you can see, I literally just let audio do its thing. I said audio, I meant auto do its thing, right? There's not really much strain or stress in you know, a Dokkan event when there's no game sliders, so, or nodes, whatever we want to call it. Oh, we got an extra boost as well. That's really good. But there's no real rhyme or reason to, you know, these burst modes, except for it can be a challenge. But and it's free stones, and it's free Zenny, and it's free equips and things of that nature. So make sure you do your burst modes. I know it can be like a tedious little grind, but this was actually one of the easier ones. And yeah, I love y'all. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the